Welcome everybody. I'm your host Dee Dee Verg from miraclesofmind.tv, and today it's my very special guest who I'm very fortunate to interview is Ron Eslinger. So welcome to the program.
Glad to meet you. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Not a problem. And in terms of helping after surgery people manage pain, can you put suggestions in where there's far less pain so they need less narcotics?
Oh, definitely. So as a matter of fact, in 1984 I created my first CD set. Well, that wouldn't be correct. It was my first tape set. CDs hadn't been developed yet. So I developed my first set. I put it on every patient I put to sleep. They listened to this looped tape, and it basically said, you'll wake up feeling more comfortable than you thought you would be. Because you have to be careful. If you say, you're going to wake up feeling totally comfortable, and they feel anything, they may associate that with pain. So you wake up feeling more comfortable than you thought you'd be, your surgery's going well. There are about 26 little statements on there that every patient that I did over the next 30 years, that they heard that. And it definitely made a difference. And the people who could tell you it made a difference were the PACU nurses, the post-anesthesia care nurses, because they took care of them and said, mine all did well. And then I've been teaching nurse anesthetists this since 1999. I started going out and teaching these programs. Actually, that's not true. 1996. I started going to the state anesthesia associations and teaching how to talk to patients when you're bringing them out of hypnosis, when you're bringing them out of surgery, how to talk to patients during surgery to have better outcomes. Now, there's a lot of research, part of it by Dr. Oz. I was actually involved using my tapes in some research done at Dwight Patterson Air Force Base, where by listening to this, all of those patients ended up with less pain, less nausea and vomiting, and less time in the PACU and in the hospital. Another research showed that patients who had long bone fractures, such as the femur or the tibia or the humerus, if they had hypnosis before surgery, they all healed about 2 weeks earlier than the ones who didn't. And spent 2 to 3 days less time in the hospital than those who didn't have the hypnosis.
Geez, you'd think that every hospital would want to hire a hypnotist after hearing that kind of research.
Well, let's talk about that, because there was a lady, did a really great job. She created a CD for an insurance company, and that CD they would play starting about 2 weeks before the surgery if they knew. If they didn't, it's right before the surgery. And this was reported on public radio, and it was reported in ANRP. Thank you. You're going to be old someday. So anyway, what they proved is if they listened to that CD before they came to surgery, they saved about $2,000 on every single patient. Okay, and that's a lot of money, because you're talking about you're talking about this is California. So we're talking about tens of thousands of patients going to surgery, and you're saving $2,000.
Okay, so did that ever go anywhere, or what happened?
Of course not. Who saved the money? The insurance company saved the money, not the hospital. So every $2,000 that the insurance company saved, the hospital didn't get.
Oh, okay.
So there is no money in using hypnosis to prepare people for the hospital. Now that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Unfortunate. Now in the military it was the opposite, because you didn't have the insurance, you had yourself. So I did a lot of training within the military, and still do, for teaching people how to talk to patients and how to become hypnotists and working. And now we're working with some of the veterans hospitals. So the whole point is who benefits and who's the customer. If the insurance company is the customer to the hospital, then hypnosis doesn't have a lot of let's go back to the point. What are we talking about in the news right now? Everybody's developing a pill. Hypnosis would be great for all these people that are addicted to opioids. But yet what are they doing? They're spending millions and millions of dollars to develop a pain-killing drug that, quote, is not an opioid. It's not supposed to be addicting, but they did that in the 1950s with Demerol. This won't be addicting. Oh, unbelievable, people. And then the other one was with methadone, right? And, well, that won't be addicting. Well, that didn't work so well.
Yeah, and they said smoking wasn't bad for us either.
Well, I wouldn't know. I didn't smoke.
Exactly.
But,